Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. I'm Valerie Z, the founder of Spiritual Cardio, a 10-week group coaching program that teaches women how to make peace with their inner truth and practice self-love, where we heal in community by interrogating our inner demons until they lose power over us. I'm bringing you the powerful spiritual practices that helped birth my transformation because I want the same for you. I'm going to teach you how to build a love story with yourself and your inner child. So let's go. I'm sure you guys know by now how much I love doing this show. I pour my heart and soul into each episode to create a ripple effect of healing and self-awareness in the world. And you guys can help me make that little ripple into a wave. So I ask that if you find value in this episode, or if you had any aha moments, or if you think people need to hear this, or if the show helps you navigate your life in a more positive direction, please share the show. It would mean so much to me if you would do that. And now let's get into it. Hey, everybody. This is episode 14 of the Spiritual Cardio podcast. Thank you for coming back and showing up for yourself. Thank you for doing your part in uplifting the world by becoming the best version of yourself. It's just beautiful to know yourself from the inside out. And that includes your shadow too. It's so enlightening to be utterly self-aware and to have arrived at a place where we're at peace with those parts of ourselves that we don't really like. But we're at peace with it because the shame finally got dismantled. We know we're good people, but we also know we're not perfect. And we have a lot of flaws. But that doesn't paralyze us anymore. It doesn't hold us back anymore. So it's just a beautiful thing. I want you to be passionate about your evolution, about your growth. And maybe you need to sit down to take a moment and reflect and write down what truly matters to you. And I mean like what matters to your heart's well-being, to achieve a state of balanced joy in your life. So I'm not referring to immediate gratification, unless that's getting you closer to your goals. But I'm referring to arriving at the best you possible. What do you want? And have you ever thought about that? Like, what do I truly want? Most people are in survival mode, where they're just trying to get through the day. So if you haven't thought about this, I invite you to reflect on what you want in your future. What would happiness look like in your life long term? To be passionate about your growth, you need to know what it is you want out of life, so that you know where to focus your energy, your thoughts, and your vision. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Who's there? Who's by your side? What are you doing for a living? Where are you living? What does your appearance look like? How do you feel about yourself? And be passionate about the vision because it has the power to redirect your life. When I was earning my bachelor's degree in psychology, the very first time I heard of self-actualization, I was hooked. I wanted to learn everything about self-actualizing, but most of all, I wanted to self-actualize. I wanted to be the very best version of myself in all aspects of my life. So, what is self-actualization? So, I learned about this in my Theories of Personality class, and this was proposed by the founder of humanistic psychology, which is Abraham Maslow. So he introduced
the hierarchy of needs. Humans have 5 innate needs, right? And once the lower level needs are met, then the higher needs, the one at the very top is self-actualization, can be met. So the lower level needs are physiological needs, the need for food and water. And then the second one is safety needs, security, order, housing, right? And then the next one is belonging and love needs, emotional needs. And then it's esteem needs from the self and others. And then lastly, it's the need for self-actualization. And so what is self-actualization? The way Maslow put it is self-actualization is the fullest development of the self. Self-actualization depends on the maximum realization and fulfillment of our potential, talent, and abilities. The self-actualizing process can take many forms, but each individual, regardless of what they do for a living or what their hobbies are, is capable of maximizing personal abilities and reaching the fullest development of their personality. And so, what are the conditions to be met in order to satisfy this need for self-actualization? The first one is we must be free of constraints imposed by society and by ourselves. That's deep, y'all. We must not be distracted by the lower order needs. So all the other needs need to be met, need to be satisfied. We must be secure in our self-image and in our relationships with other people. We must be able to love and be loved in return. We must have a realistic knowledge of our strengths and weaknesses, virtues and vices. When I read this and I learned about it, I thought, oh my God, I want that. The way I interpreted this is I want to be the best version of myself in mind, in spirit, in my heart and physically. Ever since then, I've been striving towards that. And then there's something described as meta motivation. And it's the motivation of somebody that wants to self-actualize, but it doesn't involve striving for a particular goal. What it is a self-actualizing person is motivated to develop from within. That spoke to me so much, to develop from within. And it's funny because at that time when I was taking these courses, I wasn't sober yet. I was still struggling, but this work spoke to me. So thank you, Abraham Maslow. And ever since then, I've been striving to be that. And the work starts out with making peace with your past, with connecting to and healing your inner child. It just has to start there. Those early wounds form the roadmap of what you need to work on in order to evolve, emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. And from there, it's like the universe whispers your own secrets to you to direct you in your healing journey. And when we listen and do the work, then the universe is going to whisper its secrets to you to help you, to guide you, to enable your growth, to direct you. And I can't say, don't take life too seriously. You've got to remember to laugh with the purity and innocence of a child. You've got to play with life. Laugh and let go. Co-create with life. Play with it. Let it flow and become your best friend in the process. Quite frankly, you are the best friend you need. Because we have a lot of friends, right? We have a best friend, we have a bunch of friends. But you are the best friend that you need to be for yourself. You are the best friend that you need.
And we tend to carry the pain of others, and then it becomes our pain. It compounds with the pain that we already have. And the weight of the world is heavy. And realistically, it's not ours to carry. So give all that shit to God. Let go of expectations. Let go of what ifs. Let go of who you think you need to be. Let go of all doubt of the things you think you should be doing so that the answers can reach you, so that the whispers of the universe can reach you. Let go of who you think you need to be with. Reality is you don't need anything. You have all that you need already. In letting go, you allow yourself to rise again. To let go, remind yourself daily that you have nothing to prove. And surrender expectations. Live in the present moment. Not in your past or the future, but in the here and now. Because this moment right here is all that is real. It's all that we have. It's what's tangible. Because the past is gone and the future hasn't arrived. The time to live is now. It's time to love yourself now. It's time to love your life in the present moment. And when you do that, you become one with spirit because you are fully present right now through surrendering all expectations. It's time to dive in again. I go through seasons where my meditation practice is thrown off. I get thrown off of alignment. And I know that when I feel like my inner world is chaotic and stressed, like I know it's time to dive in again. It's time to disconnect, to connect. It's time to listen to your intuition and distance yourself from the noise. Because the universe is going to speak to you. In deeply connecting to yourself, you are connecting to the collective, higher wisdom of the universe. It's time to dig deep to find that voice that so soothes your heart because it draws you closer to your soul. And all we have is our heart, that beautiful heart that wants to connect to your mind and your soul. All we have is that heart. So what are we going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? Will you choose to connect to it or silence it or liberate it? Because eventually you're going to hear it roar. And whether that happens through pain or glory is up to you. It's time to feel the pulse of God's will for your life. To feel it every waking moment, feel it in every breath, in every step, in every word spoken. It's time to feel courageous again. Because in courage, you get closer to your destiny. In courage, you find fulfillment and meet with joy again. In courage, you let go of the desire for validation. It's time to befriend the unknown again. To become whole, to release, to love again, to liberate yourself from ego. Once again, it's time to accept that the fear of failure isn't going anywhere, but in the courage to try daily, to become that self-actualized version of yourself, you build momentum. the momentum to build an amazing internal empire. Actualizing that amazing love story, not only with yourself, but with God and the people around you, with the collective higher consciousness of the universe. An amazing love story with your destiny. Hey ladies, are you curious about doing your inner work? Are you ready to dig deep and start loving yourself on a spiritual level? Are you interested in reaching a higher level of consciousness? If so, then this may be just what you're looking for. Spiritual Cardio is a course in transformational wisdom that combines traditional spiritual practices with real life experience. At Spiritual Cardio, we heal in community where we can be vulnerable and raw, because when one woman speaks her truth, she begins to heal, and she opens the door for another woman to speak hers. At Spiritual Cardio, every lesson is designed with you in mind. That includes practical tools with relatable real-life examples. At Spiritual Cardio, we help identify and release energetic blocks so that you can become the architect of your destiny. Head over to valeriezapeta.com to read the powerful testimonials from previous clients and register for an upcoming session. Group and one-on-one coaching is available. All sessions are live and in real time. Now back to the show. It's a love story with all of the versions of you, past, present, and future, as one, because you realized and actualized your potential. In having courage to build up your momentum, you start becoming one with your soul. You find peace. So it's time to go in. It's time to go inward. What are you waiting for? Rock bottom? To get a diagnosis that you don't want to hear? Like, you can change your life now. Like, from this moment forward, you can start transforming your life from the inside out. That's how this works. You have to start on the inside. And then your external life starts changing. It's time to disconnect from the things that distract. It's time to disconnect from the things that distract you from becoming whole, from becoming self-actualized. Start paying attention to the things that bring you down, to the things that lower your vibe. Those are the things you need to start eliminating from your life. And when you start reflecting on the things that you want, that you truly want out of life, then you can start directing your energy and your focus towards those things. If you don't know what you want, you're going to keep getting where you're at right now, because you don't even know what you want. Reflection is such an important part of the growth process. You need clarity. So stop being so damn busy with happy hour or whatever it is that is taking up your time, and you see that it's really not moving you forward. Pay attention to those things, because it's time to listen for the vibration found in your heart's core. There's a whole other world waiting for you to indulge in its beauty, where you become love, where you realize love of self. And that's when you can see love everywhere else. So let's begin with this. Let us pray. Dear God, I thank you for the opportunity to live today. I know I've been disconnected from you, and tend to talk to you only when I need something. But I now am inviting you into my life. I now am inviting you into my heart. I invite you in today to guide my words, to govern my thoughts, to direct my perception, to help me see humanity through your divine lens, to help me build an empire of courage within me, to help me receive the whispers of your divine universe so that I may serve your will in this lifetime. Amen. That's all I have for now. If you want to support my work, there's several ways you can support the show. Subscribe to my newsletter at valeriezapeta.com. Subscribe to the Spiritual Cardio YouTube channel. Share the show with some friends, of course. Follow at Spiritual Cardio on social media. And donate to the show via valeriezapeta.com. I'll include all links in the show notes. This is Valerie Z. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Bye. Hey, thank you for showing up and spending some time with me. If you loved this episode, please make sure to subscribe. And for exclusive content, you can sign up for my newsletter at valeriezapeta.com. I'll see you guys at the next show.